Alright, y'all, well, we got 6:30. It was more of a grind than what I was hoping. We got it either way, but it's probably not going to be my second attempt at this meet April 11th. Probably open up with 600, go to 620, and then probably, I know the 630 was a grind, but I think taking 2 weeks off and just letting everything refresh, because we have been working in like this 95% range for like the past 2 or 3 weeks, just adding that 5 pounds every week. Might try 640 at the meet after our second attempt. Depending on how 620 moves, if 620 moves like a grind, then we will probably go for 630. But, we won't know until meet day comes. I'm hoping these 12 days off, allows everything to refresh and we can hit it hard come meet day. Back all set. I don't know what the weight was. I didn't calculate it. It was 4 reds. I think it was around 5. It was 4 reds and it was 2 whites. I think that's probably 507 or something. Got that for a set of 10. Technique broke down a little bit here and there. Might have had an extra 1 or 2 in the tank, but cut myself short. Didn't want to fully tax myself out because afterwards we still had rack pulls left. So, but that would have been a PR today. So that's cool. Did rack pulls. Man, I tell you, I hate loading up them fucking plates. It's so much work after loading up deadlifts and unloading deadlifts and then loading up 6-7 plates on the rack pulls. Man, that shit's a fucking workout itself. But we did 495, 585, 675. I did 495 for like 2. I think 585 was for a single. 675 got for like 4 or 5. But looking back at the footage, and this was my issue with doing rack pulls and pulling sumo. One of my foot stance is the same as when I pull. And my back is way more upright in the position in the rack pulls than it is the actual deadlifts. Now, if I could simulate my positioning with rack pulls in sumo, my pull for deadlifts, man, shit. I'd probably be in like the low 7s by now. I don't know. I might try to bring somebody in, try to help them dial me up on my technique. I mean, I feel like it's just whenever I get to the heavier weight, it breaks down. Now, heavier weight's going to do that in general, but I just feel like if I could keep my technique solid, get my back up right, I mean, shit. I think 700 will be there already. I know I said that a couple times, but I just really think it's just a technical thing. I mean, I got the strength to pull it off the floor. I mean, in the rack pulls, I got the strength to lock it out. It's just getting my hips close to that bar in deadlifts and, driving it. I keep feeling, well, in the beginning I was feeling like below the knees. Now it's seeming like I'm losing a lot of strength near the top above the knees. So, I mean, rack pulls will help with that. I just not sure on how the one-to-one transition is going to work. as far as, you know, them benefiting, or how rack pulls are going to benefit deadlifts. But with that said, it wasn't a bad workout. We did do it at 6:30. Got some good rack pulls in. This will be the last heavy deadlift before the meet. Give my body some time to rest. We do have a heavy bench and squat day coming up. Probably try to aim for a triple with that 570. Then if we hit that, that'll probably be my second attempt at the meet. Opener 550, second attempt 575. And try to bring home with 600. If we do 600 at this meet, man, that'd be amazing, because I failed 600 at the last meet. Again, running way more stuff than what I'm running now, so it'll set a really good base again for when we actually start prepping. As far as bench goes, we're gonna probably do 410 for a pause. We took like 2 weeks off, I think, from doing over 400. 375 for 3 felt really good. I think I had 1 or 2 more in the tank, which would put me around 330, 335 max. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this 410 in before the meet. If we do that, that'll probably be our second attempt. Probably open with like 397, 410. And based on how 410 moves, finish with 420, maybe 430. I don't know if I want to push it that far for the meet. I'd much rather get all 3 hits on the bench press. I mean, going 9 for 9 is never really a goal of mine. It's all about your total. You know, if I total 2,000 with only 3 fucking lifts, that's the only number that matters, your total. Who cares if you go 9 for 9? You know, you go 9 for 9, you probably had some more left in the fucking tank with one of your lifts. You're better off just pushing yourself to your max on your second, and, you know, depending on the day of the week, if you got more, send it, you know. But at least that's the way I look at it. I don't care if I ever go 9 for 9. If I go 3 for 3 and hit some kind of record, I'm fine with that. That might not be the standard powerlifting mentality, but that's mine. But yeah, the goals for the meet in general, if I haven't gone over it already, you probably gauged it by now. 1,600 total. I think I'm like 10 pounds less. I have bumped up a little bit. I had a creatine in 10 grams a day, so water weight's definitely up. I do think that's helping a little bit with the top end strength. Grinding some stuff out, but 1,600 total, which would be, in my head, the way I'm seeing it, is a 575 pound squat. That should definitely be there. 400 pound bench should definitely be there. We'll probably wind up with 410, hopefully, and then a 625 pound deadlift. That should definitely be there. We did 620, pretty decent lift on the lockout last week, but I think 625 will be there. So we do 575 squat, 400 bench, 625 deadlift, 1,600 total. For the off season, that's more than what I did at my last meet, blasting heavier stuff. I'll take that as a win in a really good off season. Then after that, we'll probably take 4 more weeks. I'll probably dial in my diet just a little bit more the last 4 weeks. I haven't been cutting as hard because this meet's coming up, and you know, it is off season. I know I just said I'm just gonna hit what my lifts are, but the lifts have been going up. So since they've been going up, I haven't been cutting as hard, trying to keep the strength going and the weight coming off just slowly. But I think we're kind of at a plateau now. I probably have to drop 100, 200 calories per day to keep progressing downward with the weight loss. But after we get this meet done, the last 3 or 4 weeks, probably dial in the diet a little bit more, try to cut 6 or 7 more pounds, get down around probably 223, 225. I'm not going to be super shredded by any means at that weight. I'll probably, you know, still be a little fluffy. Not as fluffy as I was before, but we're powerlifters, not bodybuilders. I prefer function, you know, over looks. When you look, or when you actually are like 5% body fat, your body just ain't running, I think, optimally. So optimization of what we have is priority. But yeah, we'll drop a couple pounds and then slow. I might get a diet coach. I don't know. I feel like whenever I start bulking or, you know, gaining size, I do it too aggressively. Don't really keep an eye as much as I probably should. So I might wind up getting like a diet coach to slowly build me up to a, you know, lean 242. And but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that meets April 11th. Next video is going to be, should be the heavy squat and bench day. I do need to get a bicep day in for the strict curls, but we'll see how things play out. But with that said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Let's make these gains.